I'm Jonny Fan, and when I talk about all things fandom such as Harry Potter, Disney, Star Wars, you name it, let's talk about it. I'm back from my Disney trip, which means let's get back to the theories. If you want to go check out my trip itself, the vlogs are posted on my channel, and I'll put them in the link in the description down below. Today we're going to be talking about Voldemort. And Voldemort actually never went to Albania. But if he never went to Albania, then how did he get the diadem in the forest of Albania? Then how did Helena Ravenclaw put the diadem in a tree in a forest of Albania and tell Voldemort about it to go get it? And if he never went to Albania, where was he hiding when everybody thought he was in Albania? Well, I have all the answers. So just sit back, relax, and let's get into it. So, we know that the founders met sometime in the 10th century, which is the year 901 AD to 1000 AD. The founders met, built Hogwarts as a kind of like a safe haven for wizards to learn magic and, just be safe. Not necessarily a school at the time, but it developed into a school down the road. And we know that the Bloody Baron had a thing for Helena, which was Marina's daughter, and she stole the diadem from her mother, hid it in a tree in Forest Albania because she just wanted to kind of get back at her mother, and she hated the fact that the diadem was this big powerful object and yada yada yada. Always look up to her mother. And then the Bloody Baron killed Helena and then killed himself out of shame. It is said that she put the diadem in a tree in the middle of the forest of Albania. And then when Tom Little came up, he spoke to the ghost of Ravenclaw Tower, which is Helena Ravenclaw, about the diadem, and she told him where to find it, in the tree in the forest of Albania. But we need to look at the time frame of all this. Scotland, if you look at the map, Scotland is here, and Albania is all the way down here by Greece, on the other side of Europe, pretty far away. Far travel to get from Scotland to here, especially 50, 60 years ago. To our time, about 60 years ago, when Voldemort would have traveled to Albania to recover this diadem. And then to find this tree and everything else, it would be very difficult. But what if it wasn't in Albania in the first place? That is because during the 10th century, Albania was not even a country yet. Albania did not become a country until November 26, 1912. 912 years after the time when the founders actually met and the diadem was taken and put somewhere in the forest of Albania. But why was it called the forest of Albania? I'll get to that. But yes, the country of Albania was not actually created until November 26, 1912. So there was no country of Albania at the time of the whole Helena Ravenclaw stealing her mother's diadem and hiding it in a tree. So she said Albania because in Scotland during that time period there was an area of forest called the Forest of Albania. So there actually is a location called Albania during the 10th century in Scotland that was called the Forest of Albania. So when Helena hid the diadem in the forest of Albania, she actually hid it in Scotland in this forest region. So that raises a bunch of other questions, and it also answers a bunch of other questions that we do have, which I'll answer once we get a quick word from our sponsor. As you know, Raze Air Drink, best damn drink you'll ever have. Straight full of caffeine, vitamins, amino acids, all the stuff that you need to have a wonderful day. Go to repsports.com. That's REPP sports.com. Use code Jonny Huey. Save yourself 15% off. You can also get a ton of other workout mixes, dietary supplements, all your dietary supplement needs. Go to repsports.com. Use code Jonny Huey. Save yourself 50% off. Oh, and did I mention they have protein pancakes? So good. Anyway, let's get back to the video. So, there's an area called Forest of Albania in Scotland. Helena hid the diadem in the Forest of Albania in Scotland. Tom Riddle was an extremely smart man. At the time when he was in school, Albania itself was an actual country. So when he was talking to Helena Ravenclaw, she mentioned about hiding the Forest of Albania. He could have put two and two together. He could have been smart and been like, well, that was, 900 years ago. Oh, well, even more than that. Tom went to school in like the 50s, 1950. So it'd been almost 1,000 years ago. Tom Riddle could have figured that out. Could have talked to her about it, been like, well, and she was, well, no, it's here, in Scotland, in the forest of Albania. She could have explained it to him. We know that no one else talked to Helena about this, about where the diadem was in all these years. Flitwick never talked to her. He could have tried, but maybe she was just like, kind of actually with Harry, because she was betrayed by Tom Riddle. She was lied to. She wanted the thing destroyed. She wanted this relic of her family to be destroyed. And he found it and cursed it and turned into a Horcrux. So she felt betrayed, so she won't talk to anybody else ever since then. So she actually hid it in the forest of Albania. Tom Riddle figured this out and went to go find it. He found it. He had plenty of time to search a big forest in Scotland instead of traveling all the way to Albania and searching a forest in another country. It was a little easier, a little closer to home. And then when everybody thought, oh, well, he is in Albania. No, he was in Scotland. He was in the forest of Albania in Scotland, not the country Albania. So everybody thought he was far away in a distant land in Albania. Nope, he was right next door. Tom Riddle, also known as Voldemort, was hiding in Scotland the entire time. That's why it was so easy for Peter Pettigrew to find him. Peter Pettigrew didn't travel across country, over the ocean, or across Europe to Albania as a rat. No, he walked out of Hogwarts, went to the forest, and there's a theory that the Hogwarts castle is actually located in Scotland there. So for all we know, the forest of Albania is right outside the castle. It could be right there. So, we have the Forbidden Forest, obviously. Might be some other fields like that afterwards. But that forest could be in close proximity to the Hogwarts school itself, which means Voldemort was close by the entire time. And Pettigrew was just easily enough able to find him because he was in Scotland. he never left Scotland. Or, sorry, the UK. You know, England, Scotland, that whole continent. So yes, Tom Riddle, Voldemort, never actually went to Albania. He was in Scotland the whole time. The diadem was in Scotland the whole time and was never actually in Albania because Albania did not exist at that time. Comment down below your thoughts on the Forest of Albania, the diadem, Tom Riddle, everything. I want to hear what you think. Now, quick little note though. Does J.K. Rowling know this information? Did she write it knowing that the Forest of Albania was in Scotland at that time of the founders? And if not, she made an oops. But if she knew what she was doing and she did her research, awesome job. You fooled everybody. Unless you do history checks like me. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. And make sure you go check out my merch store down below where you get my cool vintage comic book Splash Mountain shirt for sale today. Go check it out. And make sure you hit that join button because it helps me out. And you get special content just for you that only you can see. So, go ahead and support me. It means a lot. Thank you guys again for watching. I'll see you next time. Before you go, make sure you check out these videos here. And this playlist over here is going to be my most recent Disney trip. So go check it out. I went to the parks, went to Epcot, Magic Kingdom, Animal Kingdom, everything. Met Donald Duck, met some other cool characters. So for my birthday, went to the Arts Festival, did a 4-park challenge, a whole bunch of great stuff. Go check it out. And I'll see you guys next time.